Hi again, I'm back from break with my new main persona, Rimu Tempest from Tensor, leader of the Tempest Apples, who recently just added Duckman and Cordfit to the mix. With their detective shtick, they can play off of Malma, honestly. Anyway, it changed because it was honestly hard to find appropriate Aqua footage while editing my anniversary video since he shows little emotion 90% of the time. I just want to talk about something brief here, so sorry if this is all so sudden. Believe me, I was supposed to be first talking about my excitement for Sony's upcoming MMG movie Fix, and vent my fear about the first of 3 Demon Slayer finale movies, but I can wait till Fix comes out with the trailer. So consider this another soft launch for Monster Apprentice Talks, which will be the title of this series of zany discussion videos, 2 of which are very ambitious. This is also a warm-up video before I can add the finishing touches to Hell's Greatest Dad and Archibald III Part 1. Yes, it's finally coming out soon. Also, spoiler warning for the new Lilo and Stitch incoming, so and a 1 and a 2, and I don't know what to do. Okay, so I saw the Lilo and Stitch remake last week. It was good, it was fine. Obviously it doesn't beat the original, and it made my second least favorite movie of 2025 so far, above Minecraft. Both of which are a 7 out of 10. This one kept most of the iconic bits and lines, but it felt a little rushed through. Lilo and Nani's actresses did pretty well. Nani's kinda hot now. Kinda. This might come as a shock to you all, but I never actually simmed for Nani. Or that lifeguard. Could've been easier to cast an actual native Hawaiian, and that would've saved money for Gantu, which we'll get to in a bit. There was a scene towards the climax with a dialogue that almost made me cry for personal reasons. And that little robot barfed again, hallelujah! That was my chicken jockey moment! More details to be said in my upcoming end of year video, because what I'm really here to talk about is the element that baffled me the most. Jumba. Why is he so hairy now? Stitch, Grounds Councilwoman, and Pleakley were done much more justice. Stitch looks way cuter than he was in the original, and I'm glad Chris Sanders was able to retain the role. Haven't heard this Stitch in a long time since maybe that Cookie Run collab in Dreamlight Valley. It's crazy how this is Chris's next movie outing right after Wild Robot. Hannah Waddingham as Councilwoman is the closest to the OG cartoon in terms of the alien castings, and I don't think I've seen anyone give her enough credit. This is why I'm considering using Golden Cheese Cookie as her in my spoof, since I always picture Hannah Waddingham voicing her if they made a Cookie Run movie but can't get Pilar Uribe back.
Oh, brilliant. Is it too late to vaporize the planet?
Fingers always on the trigger, ma'am!
No, I'm joking. What an adorable little psychopath.
Billy Magnuson as Pleakley honestly surprised me. Even though it's not the exact voice, Pleakley still retained that fun, pleakening charm. At least Pleakley's still Peakley. He was always my Lilo and Stitch goat. Now Jumba? We need to have a talk, sir. They made him the reason why Gantu isn't here. They made him the villain. Likely because they didn't have enough money to avoid Gantu's CGI surgery. I mean, it was a little interesting and kind of fun to watch. You know me, I'm the guy who temporarily villainized Applejack and plans to temporarily villainize Bakugo and Manny. But as someone who had a mini-face for the TV series when I was like 7 or 8, it was still a little jarring to me. Jumbo was like a father to Stitch, and he joined the good guys in the end and stayed. I thought we were gonna have that. But you know, I didn't hate it. But I understand why most of you did. Even Ralphie wasn't a fan of that change. Hey, if live-action Jumba's still a misfit monster regardless, doesn't mean I can make him an Apple enemy just for shits and giggles. At least until they give him that redemption arc, assuming they make a sequel. Anyway, the villainization of Jumba wasn't the worst thing about him in my opinion. What was, though, is the fact that he was voiced by motherfucking Zach Galifianakis.
Who is Maymay and Pepe?
Who, us? No, not you.
It was also just okay to me, but damn it, he didn't deepen his voice or give him a Russian accent. It was just abnormally normal. Like, what? The voice didn't match. Like, not that much. If you couldn't already tell from the title of this video, I personally think David Harbour would have been a better pick for Jumba. He has the voice, the accent, and he could still keep the plump bod for the human disguise. It probably wouldn't have changed the villainization, but hey, I'll take any improvement I can get. I guess he was too busy with Thunderbolts and Apocalypse. Both better movies by a long shot. I didn't hate either of the changes with Jumba. It was just, I don't know, jarring, but okay. This Jumba gets a 6 out of 10. So to prove my point, I've edited a bunch of clips where Jumba plays the Red Guardian for a bit. Come, have a look.
Anyway, this shield, you know, that he carries with him like a precious baby blanket, you know. I use it to my advantage. I take it, I push him out the window. I make my escape. There is a reason why I'm telling you this, okay? Trust me. I am reaching for fish. Oh, I lose balance. Ah, splash. My hands go in the river. In this weather, frostbite sets in quick. My father, he go toilet on my hand. Yelena! It's your dad! Don't go in the vault! Valentina's gonna burn you alive!
I think you get the picture by now. If anyone wants to use him in your MCU spoof, then be my guest. I'm only casting Apple members as Avengers. Whatever, if I were a rich man, I'd pull up to call David Harbour and pay him to voice Jumba in my future stories. Cause hey, he hasn't canonically voiced Jumba within Disney, so legally, Disney can't stop me, like how Hoyo forced Alejandro Saab to take down his Yaoi Genshin version of Peaches. The Digital Circus fan songs are living proof that it can happen. More on this on my long-term plans video. Hopefully Adam Devine does better as Bull and Fix than Zach Galifianakis did as Jumba, so see you on my real first episode of Monster Apprentice Talks. Peace out!